was 1969. It was the end of the psychedelic 60s, the Vietnam War was occurring, and the first man had stepped on the moon. And then there was Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? Has always been one of my favorite shows. I don't know why, it has always just seemed so nostalgic and cool to me. And then came new series like the new Scooby-Doo movies and the Scooby-Doo show. Throughout the 80s, movies like Scooby-Doo and the Ghoul School were made. And then, Scooby-Doo started to get worse. Throughout the 90s, movies like Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island were made. While they were okay movies, they just didn't accomplish what the other Scooby-Doo movies previously had done. And then, in 2002, one of the worst Scooby-Doo shows came out. What's New, Scooby-Doo? The show brought new twists to old characters. It really just had this weird early 2000s vibe that really hurt the show. It wasn't very entertaining, and a lot of the things were just kind of repeats of the original series. Don't get me wrong, I don't think the show is generally bad in any way. I just never really seemed to have an appeal towards the show. I just never liked it. It seemed like it was trying to incorporate too many different things that weren't with the original series. It might just be me, but I did not like it. Throughout the 2000s, live-action Scooby-Doo movies were made. They were just plain weird and didn't really have any good story. But then, in 2010, Scooby-Doo was saved. Mystery Incorporated was one of the best Scooby-Doo shows because it brought new storylines and unique twists to the show. It brought real-world problems into a mystery-solving gang of teenagers. They actually had to go to school, they actually had relationship issues, and they weren't just going around everywhere finding all these mysteries. But all things don't last forever. In 2013, Mystery Incorporated ended. And then, after a quite silent time for Scooby-Doo, in 2015, Be Cool, Scooby-Doo was released. I don't know if I want to call this one the worst series show ever, because it really isn't. It's just not aimed towards the older audiences that would enjoy the older shows. So, why is Scooby-Doo getting worse? Well, first, it's the audience that the shows are aimed at. While Scooby-Doo has always been aimed at kids, recently it's really been trying to go towards that really immature and young style, especially with Be Cool, Scooby-Doo. And unfortunately, it looks like that new Scoob movie is exactly the same. It looks like it's aimed at a younger audience and won't really be enjoyable to anyone, minus like what Star Wars does with just trying to throw nostalgia at you and saying that makes a good movie, which it doesn't. And so I leave you with this. Scooby-Doo has had its ups and downs in recent years, and I'm really hoping that the movie Scoob is good, although my hopes are not very high, considering the recent shows. And to Hanna-Barbera, I really hope that you learned something from your mistakes. Make a show like Mystery Incorporated that's unique and new, and that everybody will enjoy, because otherwise, it's going to become another Be Cool, Scooby-Doo. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.